So I know it's time to move back to this car and get it wired up and get it running. I understand that. But on my trip last week, when I went out of town for a while, I found these, and they're such a good deal, I could not pass them up. These are for the black C4 Corvette, and they're staggered, so they're 17 and 18 inch tires and wheels, and I'm excited to put them on. For funsies, I am not certain that the new wheels are going to work with this car, actually. They were such a good price, I couldn't pass them up regardless. But here's why I'm not sure if they're gonna work. The C4 Corvette has a 32 millimeter offset. So what does that mean? Here's what offset means. This is the outside of the wheel over here. So let's draw an arrow to the outside of the wheel. This is too wet to do a demonstration on. Let's dry it up a little bit. Remember, I have fire extinguishers now. I'm a grown-up. Offset. Okay, let's talk about offset. Here is the center of the tire, or the wheel, hub of the wheel. This is the front. This is the inside. So let's draw an arrow to the outside and label it out. So the C4 Corvette is a 32 millimeter offset positive. What that means is anything to the outside of the car, outside of the center line, is positive, and anything to the inner hub is a negative. So this car on factory, I don't know if this wheel is factory, but this car on factory is 32 millimeters. So here's 32 millimeters, right, roughly right there. So the attaching surface, or the center of the hub that mates to the rotor, is roughly right there if you were to cut the tire or the wheel and see it. So roughly, and it's kind of hard to see that angle. The other wheels that I purchased, they're 52 or 54 or 56, 58, something like that. I can't remember. We'll say 54 for this purpose. So they're right here. So there's a difference between this and that. So there's a gap. That means if I were to mate these wheels as they are on stock, it would pull them in more and probably rub against the frame and whatnot. Well, the solution to that is a wheel spacer. So I bought this wheel spacer to make up that mating surface, and it will push the wheel hub back out and neutralize it to the correct distance. These new wheels are only a temporary solution. I just wanted matching wheels so I can drive it around town and not look like a homeless person. So to put these on, I'm going to put these on red Loctite, zip them up to 80 foot-pounds, and put the wheels on. One thing before I go do all that, might as well talk about backspacing real quick and the difference of. So the rim of the wheel is probably right around here underneath. And backspacing is simply you measure from the rim to the mating surface of the hub, and that would give you the backspacing in inches. Offset is usually in millimeters, to my understanding. They're on. Time for the reveal. Maybe before you see them, we need to go try to wash it because it's dirty. Somehow washing it made it worse, but let's go show you the wheels. It's just too cold to be out wet. Look, the ice is just now melting. So yeah, I got these wheels. I still need the center caps, but when I bought them, I found them on Facebook Marketplace, 150 bucks for the wheels and tires, no caps. Didn't know there wasn't caps. Didn't know there were supposed to be caps. These are off of a 97. Look at that stance. Sits a little high in the front now, actually. Those are 17s in the front, 18s in the back. I do like the stance a little better. I do like the gaps of the wheels are now gone. Oddly enough, washing it did not make it run better. So there's that. It does sit a little front high now. One thing that's really great is it's not as incredibly low as it used to be. If I had a roof, it'd probably be 2 or 3 inches lower than the C3. Maybe 2. Maybe I should measure. Maybe. Rough guess, 45.5. Rough guess, 44. And this guy sits. This needs to come down maybe 2 inches and 2 inches. Man, they're gonna be sitting perfect with each other. So I turned out okay. Might look a little better when there's center caps and maybe scrubbing. I just sprayed it off and I was freezing. When I bought them, they were the wagon wheels, and I wasn't like super excited to have wagon wheels. These aren't the wheels that I want to end up with, but I just wanted at least matching wheels. The picture made them look like they were the matte and not chrome, so not really excited about the chrome. I wanted them to be matte. Regardless, that's cheap wheels and tires, and 2 of those have holes in them, so they're not even safe. I know what to get for the future though. 18s, 17s. Looks pretty awesome, actually. Now it's just a matter of letting it thaw out by the fire. Kind of a fun project. Cheap project. I think it's time to get the old beauty running. If you need some wheels, need some garbage wheels, let me know. I got them.